respected principal sir, teachers and all my dear friends. I, Paul McManus, is going to present a speech on Does Britain Owe Reparations to India by Shashi Tharoor. Madam President and gentlemen, ladies of the house, I am standing here with 5 minutes in my hands at this venerable and at a magnificent institution. I was going to assure you that I belong to Henry D. School of Public Speaking, that as Henry D. said to his wives, I shall not keep you long. But now finding myself but a seventh speaker out of 8 in what must rather seem like a very long morning to you, I'd rather feel like Henry D.'s last 5. I more or less know what's expected of me, but I'm not sure how to do it any differently. Perhaps what I should do is try and pay attention to the arguments that were advanced by the opposition today. Let's begin with some facts. Before the British arrived in India's shore, India was one of the richest countries in the world, holding 23% of the world economy. But by the time the British left in 1947, it was down to 3%. Why? Because the British took India's wealth for themselves. They used raw materials such as cotton, spices, went to British factories and extracted them to finished products, selling it back to India and to the rest of the world, making huge profits. So when people say that the British helped India make roads, railways, schools, we must ask ourselves, who really benefited? The railways, for example, were not built to serve the Indians' interest, but to carry British goods cheaply and easily across the country. The British didn't build the railways because they cared about the Indians. They built it so that it made their business easier. During the colonial period, India faced several famines. One of the worst famines was the Bengal famine of 1943, where up to 4 million people died due to British policies. British policies took food away from Indian families and sent it to British soldiers during World War II, making millions of people starve. These aren't just numbers. These are real people who suffered because of the decisions made by the British. And there's democracy. Many people say that the British gave India democracy, but that's not entirely true. The British was forced to leave because of the efforts made by Indian leaders and freedom fighters. Indians were treated as second-class citizens even in their own country. So does Britain owe reparations to India? Absolutely. Now I'm not saying that the Britain should send a huge check to India. No amount of money can repair the damage that has been done. But what I'm asking for is recognition and acknowledgement of truth of history. Thank you.